Joseph, thank you so much for granting us this quick interview at the CESA studio. We want to ask you a brief question. What do you think about the opportunities in terms of oil and gas in Colombia and Latin America? How do you think it compares to the rest of the world?
Well, it's very important to understand and to realize that oil and gas are international industries, both because of where the reserves are, where the demand is, but also because of the flow of technology and globalization. So I think that Colombia, in particular within Latin America, offers tremendous opportunity, not just because of the resources, but because of the openness of the government and the country to international investment exchanges. We see a lot of investment on the international front. Certainly a lot of Canadian companies invested here. So it's a very promising sector and a very promising time, I believe, for Colombia.
Okay, Joseph. Thank you so much again for your answer. Now let's move on to the second question. Do you think Colombia is ready to start drilling for unconventional resources, or do you still think we need a little bit more time for that?
I really can't give a definitive answer because I'm not a geologist, I'm not in the ground here, but I think that what we see globally is more and more countries and more firms turning to unconventional resources because of the significant growth in demand over the last number of years, as well as the situation where there aren't a lot of resources that are available for privately traded firms to invest in, and it has forced firms to be more innovative in terms of the technologies that they use, and also to, I think, be more opportunistic and more ambitious in terms of where they go. So whether or not there is a rapid investment in unconventional resources in Colombia is, in my mind, an open question, but it certainly is an interesting question and one that we'll want to follow closely.
Okay, and Joseph, what do you think about the green movement and the continuous search for alternative energy sources? How does that affect the oil and gas industry?
Well, the green movement certainly does have a significant impact on oil and gas in particular, but energy more generally. And I think we would discount that movement and the impacts that they have to our peril. We really have to be aware of what they're saying. We have to be prepared with good arguments. But we also have to be, I believe, open to listening to both the demands as well as the questions that people ask when we look at balancing the environment with energy or the environment with development. There are a lot of important questions there, and I think that for too long the energy sector globally has not been awake enough to some of these questions, and again I think that good development can be of benefit to the environment, to economic development, to poverty reduction, but we have to have a broad, holistic, and a well-informed view.